Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with my old friend Spencer Fearon, aka Master Knowledge, aka Top Sky Pundit, Youth Worker, Guru, bit of everything really. How you doing?
Right, so I'm really good. Even better for speaking to you, my friend.
Oh, that's so cute. I wanted to ask you more somber subject to start off with. We recently lost PERNELL WHITAKER, one of the best defensive fighters of all time, one of the best fighters full stop of all time, and I know you were a big fan of him too. So just tell us what he meant to you and what you thought some of his standout performances were.
Listen, there's fights that we have that we'll see in certain fighters' careers that are really standout. I think Joe Calzaghe, Jeff Lacey was a standout performance. Like you think, oh my God, what's going on here? Because we didn't expect him to win. Floyd Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti, that was a standout performance for me. Where I thought, when you watch that, you're watching something special. But PERNELL WHITAKER, his rematch with Jose Luis Ramirez, it was in 1988. Sorry, 89 that fight was. I remember I watched that fight in Jamaica. All right, on Thursday night I set the fights. That was like our big thing out there. And for me to have watched that and saw just the skill that was demonstrated, it was just absolutely ridiculous. And I remember then after that, like my best mate, who was like my next door neighbor, Country, that's his nickname. He came from America, and he said the same thing when he came back. And at the time, what am I, 15 years old? He was like, that guy is something else, and that's what we saw. We saw like a something else performance from him. But then for him to go through the weights, like from lightweight all the way up to junior middleweight, shows you like what kind of guy. And he wasn't a concussive puncher. He had out of his 40 wins, he had like something like 17 knockouts. He wasn't a concussive puncher, but he hit hard enough. But like a really classy fight, which was very, very reminiscent of like Sugar Ray Leonard, when Sugar Ray Leonard beat Wilfred Benitez for the WBC title in 1979, was his fight that he had when he fought Roger Mayweather. That is an excellent fight because
First time,
yeah, because like him and Roger, they was up together, and like he pushed Roger in his face, and like Roger's a serious guy, you know, like he's not no one to be played with. And like PERNELL was like yeah, like up head to head, and he pushes him in his face, and then he put in an excellent display of boxing in that fight. PERNELL WHITAKER, from when he won the gold medal in the '84 Olympics, and you got to think that's one of the best American teams for boxing, we have to say, because since then they haven't really propelled to do the same things since 1984.
true, although we should caveat by saying the Soviet bloc were obviously not, they boycotted those games. There was no Cuba, there was no Russia, there was no Poland, for example. So there is a caveat to attach to it.
There is, but also in saying that, just for you to think about this, that the guys who came out of the '84 Olympics are all-time greats. Evander Holyfield, so all-time great.
Mildred Taylor.
You know what I mean? Mildred Taylor, we could talk about Mildred Taylor another day, but I'm just saying, like what PERNELL WHITAKER represented to me, you can't teach the stuff that he was doing. I remember it was Eddie Futch that said he is like a 50s fighter, and he said that this is Eddie Futch's word, that he was the closest thing that he saw to Charlie Burley. Right, you know, famously Sugar
Avoided.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. But Charlie Burley's bad. There's only one fight of him on. You get it on YouTube. But such an incredible fighter. I mean, he fought, and like he got bumped against Chavez when he boxed Chavez, and he was given a draw. It was at 93. Incredible. That's an incredible fighter. Incredibly skilled, and it's. I would say to anybody, you just want to learn boxing, just go watch his fight. Just go watch his fight when he fights Ramirez the second time, and that's the closest thing that I saw to perfection, and that's what he was. He was perfection.